Okay, today I'm going to show you how to modify your nerf radar by taking out the air restrictor and the jam door and the clip lock. So, first of all, you need to take out these screws in the handle. So, I've already done that. So then you take that apart and then you just put that aside. Then you take apart all the screws in the body and the handle, and don't forget there's 2 screws in this stock. So I'm going to go ahead and screw the 2 out in the stock because I've already screwed the rest out. So now the gun should come apart into 2 halves. Hold on. Okay, so you just set this half aside, and that's the one you need for that. Okay, so this is what your gun should look like when you have it. Hold on, I'm just gonna get you a closer up. Hold on. So this is what your gun internal should look like. Oh, so hold on, I'm just gonna remove the camera a bit. Okay, so this is what your gun internal should look like. First of all, you want to take this little piece out, and then this piece. Then these pieces, you just want to set up aside. This piece is basically garbage. You can make a stronger one out of PCV pipe, but I'm not going to because of time. Okay, now onto this section. Now onto the plunger tube section. I'll just put it the right way around, please. Okay, so in order to get this out, you must unscrew these 3 screws. Hold on, let me just get you a close-up. You must unscrew these 4 screws, okay? And you set aside your trigger. Okay, so this screw, this screw, and there should be 2 down there. Otherwise, this doesn't come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that. But first, oh yeah, we'll do that first. So you have to take out this little piece, and then you take out your spring, and then you take out this little piece here, and you just put them aside. Okay, now you can get to the screws. You just need to unscrew the one sides, because you do. So as soon as you got that piece out, this piece should lift off, and then that should come off. And now, in order to get this jam door off, this is what it shall look like. Okay, so there's the jam door, and then you see this piece down here? There should be a piece exactly the same as that on top of there, where these little holes are. So you unscrew them, and then it slides right out. So now you've done that, you get your plunger tube, and I've already done it. See, look. Hold on, let me get you a close up. You go and you undrill. You see how I've got an empty hole? You drill the air restrictor out, and as soon as you've done that, you should end up like that. So now, putting the gun back together. First you want to do is grab your plunger tube and put it this way, okay? So that this piece faces like that, and then you just put it on its rail, and then hold on. Then you slide it forwards until you hear a little click like this. See, mine wasn't that loud. And then you grab this piece, and then you slide that along it. And make sure this piece lines up with the little gap here. And then you grab this little piece you unscrewed earlier, and then you stick that back in. Make sure you put it back this way, so that long piece is going down here in the, hold on. Yeah, so make sure you put it this way, so it goes in that way. So then you put that in, and then you get your screws, and you put them back in. Yeah, I got it the right way now. And make sure that you don't over put your screws. Okay, as soon as you've done that, your gun should end up with two like pieces missing like that. See this? Okay. You see this one, how it's got like a little dent there? Yeah, you should end up with that on both sides. So then you know you're done. Next thing you need to do is actually, this piece we took out earlier, make sure it goes in this way. So this piece has to face the plunger tube. So then you just put that in. And that clicks right into like that. Hold on, I'll put the gun the right way for you. See? Okay. Now what you want to do is put this piece back in. Okay, this piece actually goes this way. So you put it in like this. Hold on. Oh, I just gotta put the gun back this way so I can... There, so it should end up looking like this. And then what you want to do is get your spring and slide that back in here. You may want to twist it on like this. Just twist it on. Make sure that piece doesn't pop out. Then what you want to do is put your trigger back in. So the way the trigger goes is that this piece sits on the top like this. So your trigger goes this way, and then you just put it in like this. And then it just goes in that hole. And then what you want to do is get your barrel, and you just want to push that in here. Hold on, I think I got it the wrong way. There. You just push that in. Then what you do is you just slide this piece back on. And then, oh, right, I forgot. I'm going to show you how to take the clip lock out, but I'm going to put it back together first. Whoops. So yeah, as soon as you've done all your mods to it, you can go have a little nuffle with your friends and stuff. Make sure that trigger the trigger is one of the most hardest things because they like to fall out. So I don't really like them because they do that. And then the trigger fell out. Then you just stick it back in, and remember to stick your spring back in, and then just screw it back up, so it won't be too long anymore. This shouldn't take me too long. Okay, so I'm just going to put the handle back on now. So with the handle, this long piece here has to go inside the silver hook, like this. And then you just put it back on like you just did. So if you did it right, it should cock back, but my handle's not on properly, so I'm just going to show you how to do this, and then okay, so when you take it off, you see these two screws, you unscrew them like so. Then there should be a little spring in here. You take that spring out, that's all you need to do. Well, I'm leaving mine in, so that's how you take that out. Just take the spring out, and then if you want to put it back in, you just, yeah, so I'll just put it back in properly, and then I'll just shoot it a couple of times for you. Oh, it's so annoying. You don't have to watch me shooting if you don't want, but if you want to watch the whole thing, you can. Okay, so then you just grab your little piece here and stick it actually, I think mine's upside down. Yeah, mine was upside down, so I think that's the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go, so then you just put this piece back on and lock it in place, and then make sure this piece goes at this side of the gun, and then you just hit it on. So yeah, I gotta fix up this. Make sure that you actually do it before making a video, that you've done it a couple of times and you could show people how it works. There we go. That should work this time. But I will be doing a separate firing test to this video, so you didn't really have to watch this last bit. But if you wanted to, that's okay. Okay, so now what you need to do, I just grabbed my clip. So I'm just going to shoot it a couple of times for you. But don't get any jams. There, all done. So stay tuned and